All right. This is AJ Johnson, the hobbyist. Um, Having a cigar today. First video I've ever done of a cigar review. Usually, I'm doing woodworking or something else other than doing videos for cigar reviews. Um, Today I am smoking the La Herencia Cubana Oscuro Fuerte. And I had this run recommended to me from a friend that works at Cigars International because I had another Oscuro of a different brand that I really, really liked. And he and another guy at Cigars International recommended this one. So I said, let me give it a try. And I can say for sure that this was a good purchase. Um, to be honest with you, it was a very inexpensive cigar. This was only $4.50. Just because you spend a lot on cigars doesn't mean that it's a good cigar. And just because a cigar, a particular stick, is inexpensive doesn't mean that it's a bad cigar. Price point isn't always the deciding factor. So, um, this one I'm over halfway into it, I think, or about halfway, and got a little kick on it. Make your coffee in there every now and again, but tasting a good amount of pepper. There's some bitterness to it in the mouth, and on a retro hell, kind of woodsy. Um, I don't detect. Some of you can, not me. At least not yet. Detect a lot of different flavor nuances. That does not deter me from smoking. It doesn't mean that you are, you know, bad at it because you can't detect flavors or you have a tough time. Some of the stuff is a learned process. But this one, I will say that the strength is at least a medium full and kind of peppery, especially on the finish. You can still taste it in your mouth, in the back of your throat. I always like to drink my smoke with some sparkling water to help clear the palate every now and again. And I am also having a Corona. So I like to play with the flavors, clean the palate periodically and try something different. So my dog, you might be able to hear him huffing, is playing in the background. But so far, so good. I'm enjoying this. Um, I will say, so I am not ready to decide whether or not I would buy a box of them, but I already do know for sure that I would have it again. Oh, move, man. This is not your time. So I will come back and let you all know how it finishes up in just a little while. But and that's a smoking cap or tip mouthpiece. They're called different names. I don't like the flavor that the saliva puts into the cigar. Some people do. I don't. I don't prefer it because it gets bitter to me and it maintains that particular bitter note. So I don't do that. So I like to use a mouthpiece. That's personal preference. And some cigars they'll obviously do better with a mouthpiece than some won't. So that's all up to you. It's personal preference. But La Herencia Cubana Oscuro Fuerte. So flavor, it's right about there. Um, my enjoyment is certainly all the way up. I will come back and let you know if I would buy it again and whether or not it's box worthy. So stay tuned. Okay, we're still getting into this cigar pretty good. And it crossed my mind, I want to know um, what rules do you all have for yourselves for cigars? I mean, there's been a lot of things out there that have been said, like if you're in public, you're at a lounge, don't smoke with the band, remove the band. Um, uh, don't do this, don't do that, whatever those rules happen to be for you. I have one rule, and there's no right or wrong way to smoke a cigar as far as I'm concerned. maybe some wrong things or some bad things that don't help the process. I have one rule, really, that if you are smoking a cigar and at any point you stop enjoying it, whether it's the environment, too much noise talking, but primarily if it has to do with the cigar, it's bitter, spicy, it's too bland, whatever, stop smoking it. You do not want to leave yourself, in my mind anyway, you do not want to leave yourself with a bad experience in smoking a cigar. Everything about smoking a cigar specifically is about enjoyment. It's about reaching that place where you're not thinking about work, issues, the mortgage, the grandkids, the kids, the in-laws, the outlaws, whatever. And if anything hinders that, it messes up the experience. So my one rule is if my cigar is stopping me from getting to that point of letting go of those things, I stop smoking that stick and I go get another one. Do you all have any hard and fast rules? I'm just curious. And you can see I just took the band off and started getting close. The other thing, another question I want to throw out there, do you all retrohale? I don't do it all the time. And I don't think that I do it well. I do it, but well, like people like my boy from Ron Real TV. If you haven't checked him out, check him out. And there's no way that I would ever think or be so bold as to think someone's watching my video or watching his. I don't have any members, any followers. He has a bunch of them. But anyway, yeah, he retrohales smoke. It seemed like way out here for forever. Do you all eat chocolate with your cigars? Are you a morning cigar smoker? I'm not. Typically smoke in the afternoons or evenings, and sometimes I'll have one or two. There are some things that you all do. Do you all stick with one type of cigar? Like, have you found the one that you love and that's all you smoke? I personally like smoking a whole bunch of different ones, and I try not to confine myself to only one brand or one cigar. I have those that I really, really like, and so I stock up on them and keep them in the humidor. And I continue to smoke other ones. And when I want something that I can either count on being a particular way, like for example, I really like the Leaf by Oscar, specifically the Maduro one. I'll smoke it because I know exactly what I'm gonna get. Or the Padron Habano barrel aged. But I have a few of them, 4, 5, 6 of them. But I have a lot of other ones I like too. So, just depends on what I'm doing. If I'm on the golf course, I smoke a different type out there. If I'm in my wood shop, then I smoke a different type out there. If I'm busy doing something, I want one that I know is going to be consistent, and one that I'm not sitting there trying to pick flavor notes out of, or that I've smoked enough of them that I know just what to enjoy out of it. Do you all have little things like that you all do, or is every moment that you smoke at a lounge or something like that? I am on my lanai in the back of my house. Kind of humid, well, very humid. I'm in Florida, so it's humid out here. I enjoy more smoking inside because less humidity, and it's easier to taste a cigar inside where there's low humidity and it's kind of cool than it is outside. And on that note, I'm building my man cave in my house is the bonus room that we have. And in fact, can't switch the camera otherwise. Let me see if it's, otherwise I'd show you. Can't show you. Anyway, my wife told me if I build a door that cuts it off from the rest of the house, that I can turn it into a smoke lounge. So that's what I'm going to do. What are your hard and fast rules? Do you drink it with whiskey? You're a coffee person? I like all of those. Beer, bourbon. Sometimes I have chocolate just to see how the flavors work with one another. So, but this cigar, La Herencia, get the name right, La Herencia Cubana Oscuro Fuerte. It's going good. I am really enjoying it. What else I want to say? This one is keeping up with my ratings. I like to use something simple. I don't use a number system because it becomes a little difficult. Someone's 91 may not be my 91. And just because you just take notes doesn't mean that I like those notes. So I don't use that. I like to use what I call the few rating scale. And that's an acronym for flavor, enjoyment, and would I buy it again? And under the W, the would I buy it again is it box worthy? So I do one of these numbers, right? So I said that flavor is about there. Not here, out there. Enjoyment is definitely full up. Part of that has to do with the fact that I'm out here in my back of nine. Beautiful weather. You can see the bright wall here because the sun's behind the clouds, but it's nice. It is after 7, not quite 8 o'clock. It's Father's Day weekend. I have nothing to complain about. The cigar is doing what it needs to do, so my enjoyment is full thumbs up. Still holding out on would I buy it again. I do know that I would buy at least one or a couple, but I will be back to share with you some more, throw some more questions out there. Now again, it's not a new channel, but I've not been posting any videos, so I would appreciate a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Correct, constructive comments would be great. Also answer some of the questions I pose to you. I like to get to know some people. And subscribe. I will be so bold as to ask you to even hit the bell icon. Maybe when I post again, it'll let you know. All right, but I'll be back. So I want to give you all an update on this stick, this La Herencia Cubana, Cubano Oscuro Fuerte. It's rated at a full, and as I'm getting towards the final third, it's definitely kicked up its strength, right? So it's rated at a full. I would say up until this point, it's been a medium full to me, anyway. But it's strengthened. The pepper has mellowed out quite a bit. But the background on it, the wrapper is a Pennsylvania Broadleaf. Origin is Nicaragua, and the filler is also Nicaragua. The notes state that it is dark and lovely Pennsylvania Broadleaf wrapper that completes the feisty recipe. Chewy, lip-smacking layers of crisp tobacco flavor smacks the palate, tamed only by refreshing sweet undertones on the finish. It's a lot of ways to say it's fully flavored and toasty and oaky, right? So I'll agree that it is oaky. When I was first tasting it, I would say woodsy, right? So it's on point with what they, have stated. I'm enjoying it. So I'm ready to give you the W on my few. Yes, I would buy it again, as I've said, and it's pack worthy. I would not say necessarily box worthy, though if I got it at a good price, either on Cigar Bid, Cigar Page, or something like that, got a deal, or if they had a sale going on a CI or something like that. CI Cigars International, we have two of them here where I live. Um, I would, I think I would make the plunge. So maybe that'll help you. Maybe that will give you a desire to maybe try it out. If you like full flavored cigars and something that's rich in flavor with some pepper, some strength, oaky if that's your uh, flavor or your nuance of desire, give it a try. So, thanks guys for watching, and gals, brothers and sisters of belief. Thanks for watching. I would love to hear your comments. Until then, go out and find you one. Enjoy yourselves. We'll talk with you. This is The Hobbyist, and I'm out.